Hey Leo, it's Teresa with One Love, One Light. Welcome to your message. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Holy Spirit, what do we have for Leo? What do we have for Leo? And we have the Way of Pearls, liminal space, new energies, trust, and a time of growth. Okay. I feel like you're coming into some new, like, emotional activation here. I feel like there's been something where you've been kind of submerged in your emotions, but it's like they're not making sense until you start to come up for breath. And so now it's like you can kind of see them or feel them more clearly, if that makes sense. So let's see what this one has to say in the book. Okay. It's a time of growth, beautiful outcomes with new shimmering energies, healing. The Way of Pearls presents as a shining path of light that leads me through uncertainty. You are always guided, sometimes in subtle, sometimes in obvious ways. Drawing this card means that you are guided by pearl emanation and that lightness and vibrancy indicate the direction of your heart. Do you feel you need to know more about the future? Would you like to look in a crystal ball? The Way of Pearls helps you to see the beauty and wisdom of the step that you are taking right now. You are beyond space and time, beyond all judgments and expectations of the mind. The Way of Pearls shows you multidimensional wisdom and clarity through its great beauty. In your hands is not a crystal ball, but a beautiful pearl that is given to you by your Lemurian guides. This etheric pearl shows you not the answers that the mind would like, but connects you to your heart where you find a bigger vision and purpose. Gently, a soft voice starts guiding you into this loving connection. So I feel like it's also, there's an affirmation here. I allow the gentle shimmer of the pearl to remind me that even in the middle of change, I am blessed, I am guided, and just need to turn within to feel the love that seeks to heal me. So yeah, I feel like there's all this emotion and it's, it's guiding you towards, guiding you through this time of change, growth. You may feel like you're really going through a storm right now, but it's like to keep you going and to keep you protected and guided, you just have to look within and just love yourself through it. That's what I'm getting here. What else do we have? And we have psychic touch. Okay. Energy is everywhere. You radiate energy, leaving traces of your presence everywhere. Psychometry is the practice of using items infused with someone's energy, enabling you to gain past and present information about that individual. Items like jewelry, clothing, or even a chair can have a strong presence of someone's energy, a bit like a psychic imprint. This is a wonderful and easy technique to practice when you're developing your psychic and mediumship skills. To start, sit with someone and ask to hold an item of importance that belongs to the person's loved one in spirit. Open your awareness and allow your consciousness to connect with the item, and then feel if the spirit loved one who owned the item will make their presence known. When working with spirit, it's important to bring in evidence that can be validated to confirm the message you give. As you hold the item, see if you can sense the relationship of the spirit to the sitter. Perhaps you can sense what they like to do for a hobby or their career. Notice any physical details about the spirit that may come forward. Reach out to the spirit and see if you can connect with a name that's significant. When practicing with mediumship, don't be afraid to share every little detail of what you're receiving. You'll be surprised by the validation you may receive. You can also practice this technique with an object belonging to someone living. So I feel like, if this is something that you're pursuing, but I also feel like, look at that, there's pearls there. So I feel like there's something that maybe a passed on loved one that you have. It may be like a little stone, a little trinket of some sort. I feel like this is something that you can physically touch and you'll feel a sense of comfort. I feel like you'll feel more connection to that passed on loved one. And I also feel like it's something that you can kind of hold on to through all this change, through the storm that you may be going through. All right, so what else do we have? And we have karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. So we have this growth again. So there's definitely, you know, this could be dealing with a karmic relationship. I feel like all relationships, and this is just my opinion, are karmic. It's some are, you know, we're always creating karma. We're always balancing karma in practically everything that we do. I'm going to go ahead and read that one too. Karmic relationships. Let's see what it has to say. The constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventual unity. Some believe that many starseeds who were part of this cosmic history are incarnate on Earth now and are playing out karmic relationships from Orion times. Perhaps you're one of them. Polarity causes conflict and highlights separation. However, because of this, conflict can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our heart and mind and see things from a different point of view. When we go into reactive second-guessing mode instead of gathering the courage to open our heart, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own woundings and then find mutual ground. We're all innocent children looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict than it is to grow further apart. And yet that's the invitation of conflict. It's easy to react and take things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence of all involved and find a way to grow closer through the conflict. It's through relationships that we grow the most. How can you soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence of all involved? How can you learn to see the similarities rather than the differences? Which relationships do you find the most challenging? How can you see things from a different perspective? And how are you being called to allow growth through the conflict? So this could be in your personal relationships, and this can also be, I feel like, you know, what we're going through globally. There's a lot of division. There is a lot of separation of I feel this way, you feel that way. There's a line in between. And it's like, where can we find out what we agree on? How can we allow this conflict or this these confrontations to grow us in some way, to bring us more together? How can we be more accepting? How can we compromise without any pain, if that makes sense? All right, so what else do we have? And we have the 10 of Wands, burden. So yeah, I feel like this is the height of the confrontation or the conflict here. We're at the height of it. So this means that there's a time of change, a time of growth, a time of needing to kind of close out this cycle and start something new. This could be, you know, coming to the pinnacle, if you will, and you know, yeah, closing out that, like something that can, that's not such hard work to keep together. What else do we have? And we have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, go through the 10 and now we're at the beginning. So how can we find inspiration? Where can we, you know, like have new growth in a situation instead of all of this old things growing and expanding? It's like where can we find new ideas, new inspiration, new promptings to take action, new actions. Okay, what else do we have? What's the challenge here? And we have the Queen of Pentacles, comfort. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, it's hard because we are stuck in our own comfort zones, and anything that kind of challenges that can be very scary, or it can feel that it causes friction, right? So I feel like that's the challenge here, is how can we maintain our own security, maintain our own kind of way of life and still be open to new ideas and new ways of doing things, new perspectives. All right, what else? We have the Nine of Pentacles, comfort again. So I feel like this is about, it's like not letting everything around you affect your own comfort, but also be willing to put in the work to grow, to being open to more. That's what I'm getting here. This card can represent, you know, having done things the same way for a very long time. And yes, it's paid off, but there is some change that needs to happen to cause this new growth. All right, what else do we have? This could also be, you know, a very burdensome relationship and being able to take it in a new direction, or be able to then, you know, have to do things independently. And that can be really hard if you've been in a long-term relationship. All right, what is the outcome? And we have the Page of Cups, friendship. Okay, so I mean, I'm getting like, you know, just off the bat, this could definitely be a relationship, even if it's been a long-standing one, that kind of turns into friendship. But otherwise, what I'm getting here is it's like you may need to spend some time alone to really figure out what you want in life, and then, you know, start out by creating new friendships at this level, like at this vibration, to see if I don't know, it's kind of like that's going to help you to start connecting in a new way to people. So it may start out as friendship. The bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles, and this is talking about vision. So I do feel like there's been a lot of investment into certain things, and it may make you feel like you don't want to give up on something. But I feel like you're being guided to either take this to a different level, or heal this relationship, or actually move on and recognize that it had its time. That's what I'm getting here. All right, so what's this Ten of Wands? And we have Temperance. So patient balance. So I feel like, yeah, you couldn't maintain this for and much longer, like you were going, it was going to cause your downfall. So you had to, you know, stop carrying all the load on yourself and kind of let go of some things so that you can, you know, move forward more focused on what you are passionate about. This could be a new relationship, kind of getting past and healing from a relationship that was very burdensome. What's this Ace of Wands about? And we have the Seven of Coins. So we had the Seven of Coins over here. So fruits of labor. So this is about like really looking at where do you want to invest your time, your love, your energy, your emotion. Show me this Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Star. Bright opportunity. So I feel like, yeah, there's definitely this energy of being guided, and it almost is like she's holding a giant pearl, even though that's supposed to be like the moon, or, you know, a star in general. So I feel like there's definitely something here that you need to be able to look at that's out of your comfort zone, that may seem far off, that may seem too big, and I feel like you may be thinking too small. Show me this Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So definitely this is you being independent, you enjoying the fruits of your labor, you having the payoff of what you've invested in with the Seven of Coins. I feel like this is you really getting to a place where you feel confident in yourself, where you feel like your hard work has really paid off. The Page of Cups. Show me that. Oh, these cards are really jumping today. And we have the Four of Wands. Grateful togetherness. So yeah, I feel like this, you know, sometimes the Four of Wands can represent freedom. So I feel like this is you really coming into a place like a land, a milestone in your life. And so this may be, you know, like saying by your birthday or something. I'm even getting like 4th of July. Maybe you meet a new friend with this Page of Cups. But what I'm getting here is that there's something to really focus on other relationships in your life and fostering those even beyond this romantic relationship that you may have had. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Bottom of the deck is the 8 of Coins. So yeah, I feel like, you know, this is about vision, and I feel like this is about the payoff. This is about, you know, having the torch passed to you. This could even be, you know, taking on a new business, becoming a partner. But I feel like this could be all karmic business relationship, and now you're coming into a more independent business where it's just you, and you are, you know, really seeing your investment of time, money, energy, emotions, blood, sweat, and tears coming to fruition here. But I feel like it's all has to do with this kind of getting over whatever this karmic relationship was. All right, so let's go ahead and get some guidance here. And we have Starseed. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. Yes. Gratitude. Universal love shines through the miracles of life all around you. And I feel like that is something that you also need to have gratitude for, even the conflicts that you've had in your life, or the people that have been karmic relationships, what we like to call karmic relationships. I feel like have gratitude for that, because you've learned so many lessons, and you cleared, you know, you've cleared karma for you and your bloodline by taking on those cycles of relationships. What else? We have vision. So we got vision here too. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. So that's what this is really about, is having a vision and going towards it. Look at, she's holding something to, and she's closing her eyes. She's holding something, closing her eyes. This is like holding on to something that's going to carry you towards this vision that you have, that is part of your life purpose here. And then we have free spirit. To be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without conditions. And I feel like that's, you know, comes out right here by this kind of like freedom card. So I definitely feel like this is you really being able to come out on your own, independently, having kind of gone through this karmic relationship and realize how much you've grown through that. Wow. And then we have freedom again. Follow your heart and nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow. So freedom, free spirit, 4th of July may be something. I feel like there's definitely something where being free, and being free to make your own mistakes, make your own victories, invest in your own success is going to be really, it's really going to pay off for you right now. So those are the messages that came through for you. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Please, please, please subscribe. And remember, the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care.